So the latest This Week in Rogue Company announced the spawning of Mythic crates in all casual game modes. And to say the least, it's caused a lot of controversy. Now, as a Rogue Company partner, I actually tried and tested this, and I'm going to give my opinions a bit later in the video. However, I've seen a lot of concerns over on Twitter, and I'm going to address the elephant in the room. No one wanted this addition. Well, that may be true, but you need to think from their point of view. Players are leaving daily, and they are looking at ways to maybe bring some of those players back, plus appeal to a new player base that may want to try this game out for the very first time. Rogue as a company are looking at ways they can maybe improve on their current model and continue to grow by a fresh change of ideas implemented regularly. Now, I understand that no one wanted it or asked for it, and that bit I completely agree with. However, I got to play it, and I thought it was a nice addition, and I'll explain this a bit more in detail a bit later on in the video. Now, I see a lot of people saying that Project Saint should be a priority before they implement these sort of changes. Now, Project Saint was announced to cover Year 2 in general, and not just 3 months into the year. As with any game, you get bugs, and you need to remember the people that work on Rogue Company are a very small team. They often have to spend time trying to replicate all the bugs that they currently have, and they have no way of tracking all the thousands of reports that come in to say the top 10 per week that they can then go away and really focus on. Now, as I love the game, I'd love to be able to help. So with your feedback, I'm happy to pass all of this on as always. Now, I've also seen people mention that having additional armor or an RPG is broken. Now, this is what I initially thought. However, the armor isn't repairable, and the rockets do not have splash damage like Switchblade. You can only do the damage by a direct hit. But either way, the rockets can easily be countered by a rogue that has trophy systems. And regarding the armor, both of the teams can play for the armor should they want to. However, it becomes a high risk, high reward and become a major part of strategy for both teams and how they decide to play around the bomb sites, but also either defend or attack the mythical crate. Now, whilst we're on this point, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Rather than say, let's all rush A, or let's all rush B, or play for a pick, it adds a new level of dynamic, because you may only want to send one to the mythic crate, in which they could get completely outnumbered by the defending team. So it's really important to come up with strategies at how you can play around with this mythical crate. Additionally, you can decide as a team really early on that you're going to completely leave the crate that round, where the other team could be rushing to get that particular gear, and you could get an easy bomb plant with a free bomb site. And these are the sort of scenarios that I've been thinking about in my head and going over, and there are hundreds of them. So if you think of it that way, just look at it as an extra bomb site. But look, overall, I get that you have your opinion, and I'm not really here to tell you that your opinion's right or my opinion's right, as everyone is entitled to their own opinion on what they think about the mythic crates in the game. Now, as I'm a Rogue Company partner, I got to experience this early on. And as I promised in this video, I would give my true, actual opinion. Now, I actually played and tested the mythic crates in Demolition, and I must say, it played so well. As we know, some maps specifically favour attack or defense, but by adding the mythic crate, it really does switch it up. In some maps that really were defense heavy like High Castle, by adding that mythic crate in, it really did switch up that gameplay. It definitely balanced out a lot of the maps a lot more and made them so much more fun to play. The comms that we had or were able to have as a result of playing around the mythic crate as a defending or attacking team were really, really fun. I'll be honest with you guys, I think that this is a really good change for Rogue Company. But don't shoot the messenger, this was my experience. And all I'm going to ask is, before you draw up your final conclusion of what you think this is, then why don't you just try it out first of all? And your opinion becomes a lot more valid once you've had experience with this alliteration of the game. But look, let's keep up the positivity for this game. I'm a very positive person and I'm optimistic, and I always want the best for Rogue Company. And if you've made it this far into the video, I'll give one of you guys a chance to win a skin. All you have to do is leave a fire emoji in the comments down below, and I'll personally pick one winner to win the new SynthOps runway skin which you see in the thumbnail. But until the next one, guys, take it easy. Peace!